Here are 5 strategies that you can deploy to attract real estate referral partners outside of your home state. So this is a question that I often get from our coaching students. And I got to be honest, the very first response, it's a bit of my knee-jerk response to someone asking me, hey, Dio, can you help me craft a game plan for how best to attract out-of-state real estate agents? My first question is why? For most of us, there are enough realtors within a 30-minute drive of where we live that getting outside of that geographic footprint just doesn't make any sense. Now, there's always exceptions, right? An exception of the rule would be if you live in a very rural area or you live in a small remote state or small remote city, at which point you may max out the local relationships and you need to expand. So for those that are looking to expand, whether it's with the right intention or maybe with an ill-conceived notion, I still want to supply you with 5 proven strategies that you can deploy today that have been proven to help loan originators across the country build relationships with realtors outside of their home state. So here it goes. Number 1 is the easiest one. It's when you have a buyer that ends up purchasing out of state and you're licensed in that state and you do a great job. There should be a buyer's agent that's representing your customer and there should be a listing agent. Start by doing a great job with them. Start by having a Zoom meeting with them to where you can build a relationship and ask them if they would start referring you and ask them to refer you to other agents in their offices, right? That's the easy one. But if you don't have that working for you, then what are some things that you could do? Well, the second proven tactic or strategy is going to require you to have your A game when it comes to social selling and online networking. How do you show up online? What type of content are you creating? Are you a consistent poster? Do you follow 30-10-5-5-3-1 as a proven strategy to expand your online network? And if you're doing those things really well, well, then the second proven strategy is start connecting with agents in the desired state and then start incorporating them into your 30-10-5-5-3-1 strategy, which means you're engaging in their content, you're commenting, you're eventually sending them DMs, at which point, after a series of back and forth engaging online messages, you invite them to have a call with you because you've recognized that they're a realtor, they've recognized that you're a lender, and there could be a way for y'all to synergize together. Now, the third way is still representing online lending, but it's a little bit more strategic because this now calls for you to join the local Facebook groups. So you pick your state, you pick your city, and you find a Facebook group that is specifically geared towards your intended client, which is more than likely real estate agents. And then when you get in there, you become a top contributor. So that means you're intentionally spending 20, 30 minutes a day inside of these groups. You're intentionally adding commentary. You're intentionally creating content for that group. And when time permits, you look for your opening. You look for somebody to respond to one of your responses. You look for somebody to ask a question where you feel like you are the subject matter expert. And then you pick up the phone and call them. Then you DM them. Then you email them. Then you text them. And if you do that consistently for a long enough period of time, and I'm not talking about, oh, I did it one day for 1 hour. I'm talking about you do it daily for weeks, if not months. What you will notice is you start to organically build a following. Now, you eventually have to move that relationship from online to offline, which means you're eventually going to have to pick up the phone, call people, introduce yourself, and find ways that you can add value to their work world. Now, the fourth way is start conducting webinars. Back in the day, we called them lunch and learns, and many of us still conduct lunch and learns as a primary way for us to continue to market and sell ourselves to the communities that we serve. But you can start hosting webinars, and you could even run ads to the real estate agents that are in your desired market to come join your webinar. Now, if you're going to do a webinar, you have to ask yourself, why would a real estate agent want to join my webinar? What value are you going to bring? What pain are you going to solve? And ideally, the value is teaching realtors how they can generate more leads, increase lead conversion, understand the mortgage process better so that they can become a stronger advocate for their buyer, so that they can use that knowledge to attract more clients to their services. But successfully utilizing webinars and then targeting agents in your desired state or desired city, that is a great way to, again, slowly and organically create a following with agents outside of your current state footprint. And the fifth way is leading with money. If I were to want to go into a new market, I may very well have X amount of dollars that I have allocated to go towards this new business venture, this new investment. And maybe I want to go and introduce myself to a broker owner who has 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 agents. And maybe I want to enter into some kind of a co-marketing agreement where I split their Zillow or their Realtor.com or their Boomtown leads. Now, this strategy isn't for everybody, and it doesn't always pan out, right? Not all investments actually end up with a successful result, but the goal is that it would. I would tell any originator, any branch manager, or any company owner that if you're trying to break into a new market, why not consider partnering with some of your ideal brokerages in that market, split the cost of leads or split the cost of marketing. And with that agreement, you now become their preferred or their most preferred lender, at which point you've accomplished your goal of building a network of referral sources and business partners outside of the state that you currently operate.